Hello people, this is my review of the space case. um, I've bought quite a few various bits and pieces over the last few weeks, including my most recent purchase, which was this, which I've done like a upload on. um, I kind of only bought this really because for the nostalgic kind of element, I think. These were out when I was about 19 or 20, so we're talking about, I don't know, year 2000, 2001. And I've got quite a few of these. I need to be careful with what words I use because as soon as I upload something, YouTube seems to put an age restriction on it. So I've so far got a Santa Cruz, which is quite nice. Whatever this was, Crush Cube, and a few of the bits and pieces. But anyway, so I bought this really because it reminds me of happier times. So I think these were one of the first companies who actually made a 4-part one, to be honest. Shit. So made in the United States, apparently. So what kind of looks like. This has been used. As you can see, the teeth are pretty sharp. To be honest, it's not as heavy as the Santa Cruz one I've got, but to be honest, this feels absolutely fine. I think I kind of do prefer the holes in this compared to the Santa Cruz one as well. It seems to be more even, whereas the Santa Cruz one, you have some smaller ones and some oval kind of shapes as well. Not that makes any odds, to be honest. So that's the first compartment anyway. I'm not going to actually put anything in this because I'm sure you know what it looks like, and I'm trying to appease the algorithm, if you like. It goes down into there's like a little sieve, fine mesh. You can see the pick that comes with it through there. It's like the little pick. Now I know some people like these 4-part grinders. I've gone off them, if I'm honest. I think I'd rather have my terpenes and whatnot actually on my herb rather than all falling off. If you hear that grumble, that's my dog, who seems to be interested in why I'm talking to myself. So yeah, this comes with like a little plastic pick, which I don't really use, to be honest. It's just like I've got a plastic that goes in there. So this is your 4th part. Let's have a look at that. So that's what it looks like. Look closer up anyway. So again, these things aren't new, as in just like whether it be like the space case one, which I opted for like the bog standard aluminium because it's what I seem to remember from like the early 2000s. I quite like them. This was quite a lot cheaper than the comparable Santa Cruz one. I think I only paid about £18 for this, 16, 17, 18 quid. Whereas the comparable Santa Cruz one, I think you're probably looking at about 70, 80. I said I like it, but this is kind of all old engineering now. I mean, it's been about for 25 years. So I'd say this is pretty much identical to like a 3 or 4 quid one that you can get from AliExpress, obviously unbranded. They all do like the same thing. I kind of feel companies are choosing to over-engineer things now to try and justify why things cost so much. So yeah, the Santa Cruz one I've got, again, it's nice, it's fairly heavyweight. The end result is pretty much identical to this. So whether you choose to buy this or you choose to buy Santa Cruz, or I don't know, I'm trying to like this crushed cube thing. I mean, the only good thing, or unique thing I should say about this, probably isn't unique now because they've would have been ripped off, is the shape of it. The bowl thing on the top, neither here nor there, but anyway. So if you're my kind of age, which is 43, and you can recall the good times where stuff was fairly cheap and not everything involved a ring light or, you know, fancy papers or tips and bloody space age nuclear bongs and things like that. Just normal stuff, normal Rizzler paper, half a cigarette, a cheap weed grinder. This is why I bought it. So on that, there's not really much else to talk about. It's just bog standard, but I like it anyway. And if you are looking at this or Santa Cruz or anything like that, just don't get sucked in by all the hype, because they're all basically the same thing, to be honest now. Okay, that's that. Ta-ra.